We would like to welcome a familiar face to the stage. During his years as a Bryant student, Pat Sullivan remained the top fundraiser for this campus's Relay for Life event. The energy and passion that he exhibits for this cause is unparalleled. Pat, if you'd like to come up to the stage, we'd first like to express our appreciation for your years of dedication to the American Cancer Society, and thank you for speaking here tonight.
I'd like to thank Bryant University for having us back here again for a fourth year. It's something that we all take a lot of pride in being here, year in and year out. And again, Bryant University, we thank you for letting us come back here. We're honored to be here, and I'm honored to be speaking here for all of you today. You know, I started Relay 4 years ago. My buddy Jeff was really involved in the school, asked me to come and do Relay. And in the back of my mind, it meant something to me because my mother had been diagnosed with breast cancer. At that point, it was 9 years earlier. So it meant a lot for me to come out here, raise some money, but I didn't really take it to heart. I only raised a couple $100, and that was really it. I didn't really done what I should have done. So I did the Relay, raised some money, had some fun, came out here, stayed up all night with the guys, and looking back on it, it was a good experience. That was in April. That May, on Mother's Day, it was my mother's 10-year anniversary of her being diagnosed with breast cancer. And for those of you who know someone that has breast cancer, they say if they do the right treatments and 10 years go by and nothing else comes up, there's no more signs of it, then the cancer's gone. So on Mother's Day, I went home, had a big bouquet of flowers for her. I said, "Happy Mother's Day, congratulations, you did it. You're an inspiration to us. You beat cancer." And that was, the greatest experience of my life, to say that to her. Then in October 30th, actually, I remember going home with my father to go to the opening day of the Celtics, and that one was when we weren't bandwagon fans because they were losing 17 games in a row. So we were out there when the times were bad, but I went home and my mother was sitting there and she was crying, and she told me that that up to that week she had a lot of back pain, and it turned out that the back pain was a cancer spreading to her spine. See, what they tell you about cancer in breast cancer is that if they can remove the spots, then it's all gone. But we found out the hard way that it can move to other parts in your body, and hers had spread to her spine. So it was the hardest thing I ever had to deal with, looking at my mother in the eye and saying, we can do this again, because I knew we could, but I knew that it was a tough disease, and it's hard to battle it like that. And she did it for 10 years. I knew it would be a tough struggle. So that year, along with my teammates, I went to them and I said, we have to put an extra push into the Relay this year. It means a lot more to me. So we went in, we put an extra push into it. We did great that year, and I have the best teammates in the world for being there for me, not only in Relay, but just in life in general. So we did it that year, and that summer was really tough. My mother was in and out of the hospital at least 4 or 5 times. I thought to myself, if you're going to take it right now, take it gently, because I can't see her suffering. I thought at least 4 or 5 times that was it. But because of the power of medicine, because of events like this raising money, every time that we thought that we were in a real dark place, it was turned around because of medicine, because of the money being raised, and events like this, and we were able to turn things around. Then, in my third Relay, things were really bad, and I could see that, there's only so much more medicine could do, and she didn't have that much time left. So I went to my team again, and I said, we got to do this again, guys. We have to. My mother means the world to me. We have to, go out there and raise some more money in her honor. So we did. We hit the pavement hard, and we sent emails, letters, we called everybody, we visited everybody we could to get more money. And, that's what we have to do. You have to talk to everybody you know, because, you talk about 6 degrees of separation. How do I know someone out there in the back, 6 degrees? I dare anyone to find 2 degrees of separation to find someone that has cancer. Because if someone in your family doesn't, you have to know someone else's family that does. And if they don't, they know somebody. It's just, it's way too rampant in the world today, and we have to do something about it. And it's events like this. I can't say that enough. So, I did my third Relay. I graduated in May. My mother was here for my graduation. And that was, my proudest moment, not because I was graduating, but because my mother was there for me. She went from walking to a walker to a wheelchair, but she was there. She was there to see me graduate, so that was a proud moment for me. And that summer, things got worse, and then in October, things got real bad. And a couple of days before she ended up actually passing away, we had her in the hospital, and she had a journey necklace, the diamonds, and each stone stands for something. And she must have known it was coming, because she took it off and she gave it to me. And I've never told anybody this story, but she closed it in my hand, and she looked at me and said, I've fought as hard as I could, son. For 13 years, I fought as hard as I could. I beat the disease, and I'm battling it again, and it's just taking so much out of me. Please, don't let this happen to anybody else. You have to keep my fight going. No other son should have to deal with what you're dealing with right now because I'm stuck with the disease. And that was the only time she ever said anything negative about that, because she was the most positive person. And I said to her, Mom, I promise, until the day I die, until there's a cure for cancer, I'm not going to stop battling. I'm not going to stop fighting for you. I'm not going to stop raising money. And that's what we all out here have to do. We have to keep doing this until there's a cure.